Get ready, East Tennessee. The sights, the sounds, the spirit. Friday Frenzy live from 6 Sports starts now.
And we're starting right now, taking you right to the action. This happened a few moments ago. West right now up 10-0 on William Blount. This is one of 2 scores for West. Yeah, there's reason to celebrate right now. West, again, on top of William Blount, one of a number of games that we're going to be following for you tonight. That was Messiah Wren, by the way, on the score there for West. Bo Williams along with Sam Granville. Sam, great to have you here.
Oh, yeah, first time in studio. Yeah. I've been out in the field this whole season, so all right, finally getting to stay in here, see how things go behind the scenes.
That's right. Well, it's great to have you here.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a handful of pretty decent matchups tonight. A lot of teams had byes last week, so I got some rested teams coming into this evening.
Yeah, fall break, we're back in action, and a lot of these are big key-time region matchups that will have playoff implications as well.
Because when you look at the schedule, I mean, a lot of these teams after tonight, they've only got 2 games left, and then we're talking playoffs. So
playoffs. Hey, we're talking playoffs. Let's go.
Where you're going. All right, let's take a look right now. Let's jump right into the action. One of the biggest games of the night happening in Maryville tonight. Science Hill making the trip from the Tri-Cities down to the Maryville area. Last time we checked, 7-0 Science Hill right now. Maryville, though, with the football. Nice little completion there. Maryville moving the ball again, trailing 7-0 right now.
Yeah, that's the senior Max Sir there on the reception, moving the ball down the field.
Again, this is one of the big matches. Both these teams coming in 6-1. So, you know, obviously we showed you Maryville. We don't see a lot of Science Hill, obviously out of the Tri-Cities, but, you know, we were there for Maryville's first game of the season against Alcoa, always one of the biggest games of the season. But that's the only blip on this team's record right now.
Right, and if you're going to have a blip, you might as well be against Alcoa, because that probably is only going to help your record when it comes to that strength of record, that strength of schedule. It doesn't hurt a whole lot when you lose to Alcoa.
No, that's for sure. By the way, Alcoa right now in the first quarter leading Heritage 7-0. Alcoa on the road tonight. They're 7-0 in the season. Heritage 3-3. But again, this is a battle between 2 6-1s. When you see the camera going all over the place, you know, we talk about it when Sam's out there, or Casey or Sam Rothman. It's what you're seeing is what our crews do each and every Friday night. You guys are out there shooting this. There may be a timeout on the field, what have you, or you're trying to get in a better position, trying to stay ahead of the play.
Right, absolutely. We're constantly moving. Some people line up about 10 yards ahead of the ball. Yeah. I like to line up about 20 yards ahead of the ball just in case the play comes and goes a long distance. But that's right, you got to set up, and in between time, there is a lot of movement around because, you know, you're on the sideline, you're right there with the players, sometimes the coaches, sometimes the referees and the officials, so you just got to get that perfect shot. So if it's a little wobbly, just know it's moving for a good reason.
Yeah. Take your Dramamine. That might help you as well. But, so you see, not only are we going to bring you some of the action, but you're also going to get an idea of what it's like if you've been to these games, if you've watched your kids, your neighbors' kids play high school football, and you see the camera folks running up and down. This is what they're doing. And we also kind of like to give you a little behind the scenes of what's happening there. All right, so it looks like they're ready to play some football. Back comes Maryville now. Let's see what they can do with it here. Will Jones, the junior quarterback, number 5, you see him there. Always dangerous. Just a great quarterback. And they're going to keep it on the ground this time, going far side. Science Hill, though, good pursuit defensively.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the senior there, Cohen Babile. I believe that's how you would pronounce his name. But a good defense right there. And, again, we've said Maryville hasn't really had much pushback since that first game. And they're in a hole right now. And that's tough. That's one that's really going to matter because this is a matchup where these two could also see each other in the first round of the playoffs depending on the seeding. So when you're in Region 1 and Region 2, this game really matters for that seeding.
Yeah, Branson Newberry, by the way, the junior on the tackle, one of several Hilltoppers on the tackle there to stop the run. So Maryville still with the football, looking to try to even this one up. This time they're going to go airborne. And they do. Completion there. And goes out of bounds. Thought maybe he broke the tackle and was going to carry it for a few more yards. Julian Douglas on the far side. Nice catch.
Yeah, no kidding. He's got some size to him. 6'4", 205 as a wide receiver. He looks like he could be suiting up as one of Joey Aguilar's targets on a Saturday.
Yeah, that's for sure. Hard to miss at that height. You can see they got some big kids over there in Maryville as they break the huddle. Drive still alive.
Still lining up in the shotgun.
So let's see if they go back to the air once again. Seems to be working for them, but this time they'll look for some holes up the middle here. And I'll tell you, Science Hill, they've been tough to run against. Cohen Abable there with the carry, maybe picked up, we'll give him 1.5, 2 yards maybe on that one.
Give or take, give or take. Oh.
Looks like we had a timeout.
Maybe a water break.
Yeah. So they're going to talk about it over on the Maryville sidelines. Maryville once again still trailing 7-0 in this game. All right, Jeff Co and Powell. Battle of a 6-0 and a 5-2. It's another one of the big games we're watching for you tonight. Jefferson County really been one of the big, I don't call them a surprise. They've been solid the last several years, but quietly they've been taking care of business this year.
Yeah, absolutely. Jefferson County 5-2 on the year in Class 6A, so clearly some tough competition there, and this could be one of the most tough battles of the season. Powell is still perfect right now, of course, playing in Class 5A, but this is one where we could see the winner of it certainly propelling up within their own classifications, standings in the region standings. And again, like we said, talking about the playoffs, looks like we just saw a punt there, so we're going to switch sides of the field. Again, there goes our reporter moving around the sideline and moving into position for the next shot as the offense marches towards them.
Jeff County last week, they were one of the few teams that actually played. This is one of those few matchups where we've got a team that played and someone that didn't play. So we'll see if the team that had a break have the upper hand or not. Sometimes you get a little momentum. Jefferson County beating Daniel Boone 56-14 last week. So a big win for them as they improved, as Sam mentioned, to 5-2. This team in 2024 was 7-4. In 23 they were 10-2, and in 22 7-4. So again, Jefferson County putting together some solid runs here as far as season records and keeping it on the ground in a big game this time up the middle. So a nice run on that first carry.
Yeah, absolutely. They're establishing that run right off the bat, and seeing the substitutions take place right away.
Almost like a hockey line change.
Yeah, no kidding.
Donovan Jackson, by the way, on the carry, number 20. Keep an eye on him. He's a sophomore, 6'1", 171. See how many times they go to him tonight, but he picked up quite a bit of yards there for Jefferson County. This time, nice cutback, and again, good pickup that time again for Jackson. So, right now, Jefferson County moving the football.
Yeah, they seem to having not much pushback on the run, so they're going to keep after it.
I'll say if it's working for you, stay with it. Right, they have a very balanced attack right now. Rushing yards per game, 143, passing 153. So they can bring it to you on the ground or in the air. Mason Henderson, the quarterback, the senior. Henderson this time will go far side. Quick little pass out to the sideline. Complete there to Sean Jackson. Senior to senior.
Looks like we're about to enter the red zone. Lined up around the 26. Is that what they said over the PA announcement?
Yeah, I think so.
26.
Looks about right. A little high snap there, but nice job bringing it back down. But this time, Powell's ready for him. And that's this Powell defense is good.
Oh, yeah. We got about a half dozen guys getting in there. A lot of size on that front line and that front seven. And they definitely need to bring it with that run game that Jefferson County's got this season.
Yeah, Powell this season, they've scored 245 points. They've given up 88. I'm not a mathematician, but you can.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
You do a little math after, let's see, 88 divided by 6. This time, it looks like they're going to go air. Oh, almost picked off, or at least knocked down. Nice job, though, hauling it in. Still making some spin moves. Great effort after the catch.
Oh, yeah, that was a very tight window. It doesn't get much tighter than that at the high school level. When you can thread that needle and then, as we said, move into the back of the end zone, that's where we always like to see our reporters go to get in that red zone camera angle, so we can see on both sides of the field. If it scores to the left, it scores to the right, we are in the right position. And they're keeping the hurry-up offense, it looks like. They're trying to keep the foot on the pedal.
Yeah, when you're a photographer, that means you got to run extra fast to get set up, right? Sean Jackson, by the way, on the receiving end, and a great effort after the catch. Keeping it on the ground this time for Jefferson County. They'll pick up a few more yards as they get a little bit closer there to the end zone. Again, this is one of the more premier matchups of the evening. As we already mentioned, Jefferson County coming in at 5-2, Powell at 6-0. By the way, a quick update for you. Science Hill has kicked a field goal. They lead Maryville now 10-0. That game's still in the first quarter.
Maryville facing some adversity early tonight.
Science Hill's thinking, man, if I came all the way down here, made that hour-and-a-half drive, 2-hour drive. Keeping it on the ground again. Looked like they had a hole there for a moment, but a great job that time by the Powell defense.
Yeah, absolutely. The big man in there, Iverson Garcia, if I'm reading that correctly. Yeah.
So they're knocking on the door.
Right, and I think they can still get one more first down if they get close enough.
I think they got to get down to about the 1, it looks like, right?
They might as well score at that point.
Yeah. There's a bit of a break in the action here for a moment. Here we go. Now they're getting set up.
That is a big offensive line.
Isn't it? Those guys don't get the credit. You know, when you do the players of the week and your nominations, and you hear the running backs and the receivers and the quarterbacks, it's those offensive linemen up front. This time they try to bring it around the right side, but nice pursuit that time by the Powell defense. Donovan Jackson once again on the carry.
Luke Lindsay in on the tackle.
So 4th and 1, as you heard there from the PA. What do? Do you kick the field goal? Or you go for it, Sam?
Oh, no, you
make
go
the call.
For it. You go for it.
Okay,
you got it.
You're on the road. I mean, at worst, you give Powell the ball at the 2.
Looks like they're trying to draw him off sides to get the hard snap count.
So it looks like actually they got the ball placed there at about the 3.
2 yards is a first down.
Henderson takes the snap to go right up the middle.
He's not going to get it.
And there you go. I tell you what, that's why Powell's 6-0 right now.
Oh yeah, bend don't break.
Yep.
That's how you win football games right there.
Huge play. So they'll turn it over. Looks like they're going to mark it there at the 4-yard line. So they may have actually lost a yard on the play. So huge stand there for Powell. And when you're Jefferson County, you're like, okay, man, we got to at least go for it. But when it doesn't work and you're on the road, sometimes you can feel that energy. Right?
Yeah, and that right there is why I'm not an offensive coordinator saying go for it. You saw what happened there.
Well, they went for it as well. So I guess they were hearing, they were feeling your vibe, I guess, is what they were doing. All right, so we're bringing it back here into the studio, keeping a close watch of what's going on. West, by the way, that game we've been watching, West taking on William Blount, making the trek into Blount County. Take a look at it here. And West, last time we checked in, they scored, and here's another one for you from West High School, punching it in right up the middle. I'll tell you what, the Rebels looking good right now, up 17-7 in the first on William Blount, and again on the road. And this was a West team that got off to a rough start early on, and it looks like now they're really kind of putting it together and gelling, looking for their 3rd win in their last 4 games. So, so far so good, but William Blount, they've been tough this year.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, they have. All right, stay with us. We got a lot more Friday Frenzy Live coming up for you in just a little bit. We'll be watching some big games around the area, as well as keeping you up to date on all the latest scores. Welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. Giving you a live look in right now. Maryville taking on Science Hill. Sam, this is one of those, when you saw it on the schedule, you're like, this is going to be one to watch, and so far it has been. It's a close game right now, 10-7 Science Hill in the second quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. A clash of titans in Class 6A, and it's one of those deals where whenever you see the team who's quote-unquote favored go down by a score or 2, you're like, okay, this means we could be in for a good finish here, and now this is a one-possession game. Once again, we said 10-7 here in Maryville.
I think they must know when we're looking in, because every time we've looked in, there's either been a timeout or something going on. All right, here we go.
I know all too well about that. Every time that you guys check in on one of my games, I'm like, well, nothing's happening. The flag's on the field.
Well, last week, you had a lot of punts and a lot of flags, and just. But you had an exciting, things picked up in the second half.
Turnover record there in Scott.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, Science Hill with the pass play. I heard a whistle, but I don't know if that was from the stand.
Too.
Yeah, it looks like it didn't impact play there. So we'll see what happens here. I don't think there was a flag. I don't see one. So looks like they've marked the ball. All right, just an errant whistle, I guess, on that one.
Hey, you never know who's in the stands having some fun.
So we're going to figure this out here. Let's see. I don't have a 16.
I don't have a 16
for Science
either.
Hill.
I was looking for a quarterback on here.
He's a tall kid. That's for sure, but he just got picked off. Yeah. So big play defensively for Maryville, and that's exactly what they're looking for to try to turn this thing around and get back on top.
Right. The junior Chase Tucker, a big turnover, and you go down 2 possessions, 2 scores, and now you're on Science Hill's side of the field. You're in striking distance, and you can take the lead right here.
I think Dave's shooting this game for us. Dave's moving. He's like, man, they just turned that over. Oh, that's Kayla. I'm sorry. That's Kayla at that game. Okay. I thought she was at Jefferson County. All right. So anyhow, our photographers, regardless, getting a workout for you out there tonight. Jefferson County Powell, another game we're watching for you. We saw Jefferson County a few moments ago. Sam, go for it. It was on the 3-yard line. Powell said, I don't think so. And now let's see what happens here. See if Powell can take advantage of that.
Right, Powell had a long field to work with, and it looks like we're around the 50 right now. So if this is the same possession, they certainly worked themselves out of that sticky situation.
Yeah, definitely looks like they're moving the football right now. And
right.
When you got Deuce Rogers, a quarterback,
absolutely.
that definitely helps out, right?
Yeah, backed up in your own, you know he's good for a couple of yards at least when backed up in your own territory, as we see him with the keeper right there.
Yeah, had a couple fakes there trying to throw everybody off. Nice job by our camera there to stay on Rogers, but picks up a few. All right, so we understand. Dave is there. So Dave, my kudos to you, my friend. Dave's been here longer than I've been here. So the man knows how to shoot football and stayed on the right guy there for us. But Deuce Rogers, though, I mean, yeah, when you look at his numbers this year and what he's been able to do, I mean, he does a little bit of everything. This kid can run, pass. We've seen him catch the football. I mean, he really is a complete athlete, that is for sure.
Right, my very first week here, I checked in with Powell, and I was like, yeah, that's a college football player right there.
Yeah, he's got some talent. All right, let's go back to Maryville, take a look at what's happening. Maryville with the interceptions a few moments ago, looking to capitalize on that, trailing Science Hill 10-7, looking to hopefully take their first lead, or if anything, get a field goal and tie it all up here. But Maryville with the football.
You got to think they're at least near the red zone at this point.
Will Jones likes to play out of that shotgun. Gives over to Max Surr, and Surr, does he get a blocker? No, actually that's Cohen Beyblade. Beyblade, nice move there.
Yeah, he was patient. He waited there. That's some excellent vision by the senior there. He's smaller guy, but he's got his blockers out in front of him, and then, like you said, making an excellent move there, making a man miss.
Yeah, Beyblade, nice job there coming around the end there. Picked up about an extra yard or two with that little movement to the inside.
Looks like we're around the, 20 or so.
Again, they're going to keep it on the ground. Say, hey, it worked the first last time. Let's keep doing the same thing. And he almost, I think Beyblade thought he was still in bounds. The ref said, no, you stepped out.
Hey, he was dancing. He was tight roping. Yeah. Again, though, these formations, sending the blockers, they're getting out there into space. They're getting to the edges, and he's patient. He's waiting for them. He's waiting for his blockers to make a play so he can make a play.
Yeah. Brody Smith, Gabe Sheeto. I'm trying to give some of these guys some credit. These linemen, Landon Marcus, you see him in there. They're big guys, but boy, they're quick too.
Yeah, shout them all out. They can get into space. They've been practicing that pull. Looks like we might have a penalty here, but they're moving quick to the line.
Will Jones says, I don't have time for that. So Jones and Beyblade in the backfield. Beyblade again gets the call. Gets a lot of room. Nice job again. Good pick up there. I tell you, that front line really taking care of business.
Hey, this might be the most we've talked about an offensive line so far this season, but you got to give them their credit as they're making it happen for Beyblade.
Nash Stinnett, another one. I want to make sure I get all these guys. 70, Nick Hinderlight.
I saw a 56 in there out on the edge.
Yep, that's Stinnett. 66, you saw him, Landon Marcus, junior. He'll be back next year. When you look at the breakdown, too, you got a few seniors, a junior, there's a sophomore in there as well on that front line.
I got Cam Porter in the backfield.
And that's who they'll give it to. Porter Gets around the end and into the end zone. Did he get inside the cone?
It looks like he did.
All right.
At least from my vantage point.
From our call up on the other end of Alcoa Highway, we say touchdown.
Here's some whistles.
So the celebrations ended about as quick as they began.
Right, yeah. That one might be coming back. You know, Beyblade did all the work, and Porter got the, you know, the red zone carry, but it looks like it might not count anyway.
Yeah, let's see if they're bringing this one back.
Oh, I do see Maryville clapping. Maybe it does count.
Now he's all excited.
Looks like it could be against Science Hill.
We'll get a look at
kickoff.
Yeah, we'll get a look at the scoreboard here in a second.
Looks like they're lining up in a kicking formation, so the touchdown should count.
A lot of walking.
A lot of walking.
Yeah.
That looks like a kicking formation.
Yeah, so here we go. So this should make it 14-10.
Right. So get down in a 10-zip deficit, and just like that, Red Rebels back in command.
Yeah, I tell you, that's Maryville football for you. You can never count them out. That is for sure in any game you ever see them play. And there you go. The kick is up. It's a good thing that net's right there because the road's right on the other side. So there you go, 14-10, Maryville. 3:25 left to go in the second quarter right now. Yeah, this was a 10-0 game.
Right.
And, battling back, Maryville.
And we mentioned this could be, you know, a playoff matchup in a handful of weeks, and so far it's looking like a playoff matchup as we're seeing already a couple of score changes early on.
But here you go. You got a little over 2:30 to go before the end of the half. You're on the road, Science Hill for the Hilltoppers. They want to take advantage of this 2 minutes and if anything, get a field goal, get something here. Don't give all that momentum to Maryville on the road.
Right.
Yeah.
This is a total Rebels momentum swing. So if you can get something, just to make it a little even as we go into the break.
All right. Hey, Jefferson County Powell, another one of those games we're watching for you. This is another great matchup tonight. Both these teams, I tell you what, everybody's optimistic for what they could do in the postseason. Jeffco coming in 5-2. Powell's, we mentioned, 6-0 on the season. We'll get you a score here in a moment. Let's see if we can find this one. Well, there. I think it might still be 0-0. Yeah, it is. 10:34.
Zeros on the board.
So nobody has been able to find the end zone.
Like 1st and 10 from the 39. That means that we've got Jeffco marching down the field.
So Henderson's had he's got some good hands because some of those snaps have been high and off to the side. So he's done a nice job hauling those in. But again, that Powell defense, and we've talked about this in the past, they are tough.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like the Patriots defense might have had a good stop to get the ball back. I'm not sure if that would have been a punt or a turnover on downs. If it's around the mid portion of the field, it could have been a 4th down stop, but again, only speculating over here.
No, yeah, you know, Jefferson County this year, they've given up 110 points, but they've scored 224. They're averaging 32 points a game. Powell coming in averaging 40. By the way, just looking ahead for Jefferson County, they got Morristown East and then West Ridge to wrap up their regular season. Hard to believe we're already wrapping up the regular season.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And like we mentioned, these are some of the most important games right now. Regional matchups. That deep ball.
Yeah.
Lost my thought when I saw that ball going into the air. I was like, okay, we could see our first score of the night right now.
Yeah, Wallace Thomas, that's who he was looking for, number 6, the junior. Overthrew him by a handful of yards there.
And again, one thing, you know, I was taking a look, still learning, you know, all the Tennessee factors of high school football, used to that Florida high school football, and I'm seeing that the regions they don't play Region 1 against Region 1 in the playoffs. It's Region 1 against Region 2, Region 3 against Region 4, at least, you know, for those early rounds of regionals, and I love that personally.
Yeah.
So you're not, facing district battles, region battles, and then all of a sudden, we're playing that same team that we just closed
Right.
out the regular season. You're kind of switching things up a bit. So I love that's how things are done here.
And then if you do see them later in the playoffs, it just adds to the
Yeah,
intensity of that
absolutely.
game, right? Because that's a rival at that point who you're going to be playing. All right, Henderson with the pass completion here. Could be a big pickup for Jefferson County. Finally, they go out of bounds. Nice job. That's the big, was that number 0?
It looked like a 0.
Sean Jackson. Looks like he got it back just inside of what would have been the original line of scrimmage.
Right, that penalty certainly backed him up, and looks like he took care of some of that, if not all of that penalty yardage, but losing it down there. So, but now you're in striking distance.
By the way, just an update for you. It's a game we've been watching, and we'll check back in a little bit later, but West is now at 31-7 on William Blunt,
Yeah.
at William Blunt.
You mentioned won 3 of the last.
Yeah, I want to say this will be their third
This
win
would
in
be
their
the
last
third.
4. Oh, wide open again, and Jackson seems to be his target right now.
Oh yeah, he's listed as running back, wide receiver, defensive back. That's what we call an athlete, right
That's
there.
right. He's talented. That's for sure.
That's first down in the short field.
Yeah, I tell you, they're on the move right now. Doing a nice job spreading it out.
All right, well,
Saw
good.
Clinton there on the ticker up 14-0 on South Doyle. One of our guys in the booth is a South Doyle graduate. Yeah, I had to read that out for him. I had to point that one out. Oneida, by the way, they're up in the second 3-zip on Sweetwater.
Looks like we got a 1st and goal around the 7-yard line.
Let's see.
8-yard line?
Or is that the 10, maybe?
9-yard line? 10? Just inside the 9?
How about thereabouts? All right.
Another high snap. Oh,
Yeah, they keep it on the
got a
ground.
hole.
Look at there. That is some great blocking and a great run. Tristan Brooks. That's the first score of this game.
Finally cracking those zeros on the scoreboard. And he had a hole right there.
Yeah, he really did. Nice job by Jefferson County. The line, the wideouts as well during their job on the block.
Right. We kept on shouting out those Maryville linemen, but same thing as last time we checked in here at Jefferson County. That is one of the bigger offensive lines that I've seen around here.
So they'll try to make this a 7-0 game. Still plenty of time in the second quarter. This game I don't think kicked off until about 7:30. It's good. So 7-0 Jefferson County in the second. And this is what we'll have to keep an eye on. We've seen Powell in some close games, so we'll see what they can answer here when they get the ball back. But again, Jefferson County on top, on the road, taking on Powell. All right, another game here, West at William Blunt. We got you updated a few moments ago. This one's been all West, and kind of get you a different angle here as we go up top on this one. West, by the way, in white, William Blunt in the blue.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of scoring from West so far.
Yeah, up 31-7 right now in the second quarter. J.P. Peace there for West High School, thinking maybe I could have come down with that one.
Trying to fit it in a tight window.
Yep. William Blunt coming into this game 5-2. West 2-4, but as we mentioned, they're starting to put it together right now. William Blunt trying to keep it on the ground. Great job by West that time, though. They read that play perfectly.
Right, and this is a Class 5A Region 2 matchup. Both of these teams kind of lingering around the bubble as far as playoffs, so you really need to close out the regular season with 2 or 3 wins in a row.
William Blunt coming off a big win against Heritage back on the second, and a good run there for William Blunt. Jackson Dabrowski, the quarterback, and they're going to really have to rely on him to battle back in this game, that's for sure. He's a talented player.
I've through my earpiece at games over the last handful of weeks, I've heard his name quite a bit this season.
Yeah. I want to say, Player of the Week first week?
He might have been.
I want to say, here he is on the scramble, though. A little Fran Tarkington action, if you let me show how old I am. Going back to the old Minnesota Viking quarterback, but yeah, that was incomplete. But yeah, he was on the run that time. West with some good pursuit and pressure.
Oh, he caught it, but he was out of bounds. Maybe his knee was on the ground as he got possession.
I love listening to the other
I know.
announcers, right?
Second down at 10.
It's like
They're
your
like
brain,
us trying to figure out what
brain's
just happened.
thinking.
Yeah, right.
Sure-handed sophomore. Can't come up with it. Jackson Dabrowski will bring his troops with trips
All
to
right,
the
so
top.
here we go. Dabrowski again, this time out of the shotgun. They're going to keep it on the ground, but, I mean, there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, again, you heard the announcer say they're lined up in trips, and the defense seemed to think, yeah, we've seen this before. You're not throwing the ball. You might be lined up in trips, but that's just a decoy. They sent the full rush on that one.
Yeah, they really did. Amari Cruz in there, number 74, great job. He's just going off to the sideline to get some air. He gets a break after a big tackle there.
You have 6:18 left.
Dabrowski, the only person in the backfield. Boy, he's feeling some pressure now. Once again, on the run. Big block there in the backfield.
He'll chuck it into the ground.
Yeah, that one, they was looking for a flag. He's not going to get it, though.
Yeah,
I think, Jaden DeHart said, hey.
Running for his life right there. And the fact that he was able to get the ball near a receiver, pretty impressive.
Yeah.
As he's in a full sprint slinging that ball.
I think DeHart saw what was going on and looked like maybe he was coming back to help out, and try to get open. But the pressure they were getting through was almost like they were setting up a screen, right?
Right.
But I don't think that's exactly what they were looking to do there.
And it looks like they're going to have to punt.
The ball was coming to him, and the guys got him by the neck. Dabrowski gets the kick away. It's going to be
He's
fielded
gonna
at
take
the
this
40
one.
on the run, 45 here midfield.
This is going to be a good return for West and a good spot here for them to start. Ooh, maybe a little bit of a late hit there. May have already been
just
out
a
of
little
bounds.
bit.
Silas Monroe, nice job.
You don't see that kind of momentum on punt returns very often.
Yeah, no, he caught that thing. I mean, that was, I won't say it was
It
a line
almost in
drive
full
kick, but it was,
sprint.
he was off and running when he caught that. So a nice return deep in to a William Blount territory. As you see there, West up 31-7. We appreciate William Blount letting us look in on that broadcast. All right, let's go back to Maryville and Science Hill. And Maryville, last time we checked in, took the lead, but here comes Science Hill now on the move.
It's like they could. 15 seconds on the clock. He's got a receiver.
Big completion.
It might be, could be a first and goal there.
Yeah, Danielle.
Stop the clock. Looks like the Hilltopper coaches were quick to call a timeout.
Daniel Regernsma with the reception there. So there you go, 14-10, 10 seconds. And this is what we were talking about. I mean, they had about 2:30 when they got the football. You're on the road. Maryville's had the last two scores, right? And you don't want to give them all that momentum going into the locker room. If you can do something, even if it's a field goal, it'll go a long way for the Hilltoppers.
Right, a field goal, missed shot at the end zone. I think just the fact that after Maryville scores 14 points in a row, that you're marching down the field, you're showing, okay, that the first quarter wasn't a fluke. The fact that you're showing we can march it down the field against these Red Rebels, I think that gives you the momentum as it is. But yes, you certainly would like a score. You'd love to take the lead, but even a field goal would be nice to cut it to 1.
Remember a little while ago, and I mentioned that Alcoa was up 7-0 on Heritage? Yeah, it's now 33-0 at halftime.
And that's not surprising.
I tell you what, that is something. By the way, see Bearden at half. They trail Cleveland 14-3. You see there Anderson County up 14-7. We've got the scores running for you there at the bottom of the screen. Grace Christian up 14-0 on CAK at the break. I tell you, there's a program still flying high after beating Sevier County on the road last week. First loss for the Smoky Bears since 2023.
Game of the week, game of the month, game of the year. That was a fun one for Grace last week. And you snap a 24-game win streak, somewhere thereabouts for Sevier County.
Got some laundry on the field. Let's see here. Yep, I think this is going to go against Science Hill.
Now you're really going to have to take a shot, or you're going to have to test your kicker.
So let's see if Maryville's defense can dig in here, keep Science Hill out of the end zone. They're up 14-10, 10 seconds to go until we get to go inside for halftime and catch our breath. This is going to be a fun one to watch in the second half.
Oh, no kidding. I think it could come down to the very last possession.
There we go. They're going for the end zone. No, overthrown.
It seems like he liked that matchup to throw a fade ball, but again, just a little too far out. Didn't really allow for his receiver to make a play, and looks like the field goal unit's marching on the field.
And Malik Anderson was his intended target. 5 seconds, just a hair over 5 seconds to go here before halftime.
This field goal will go a long way as far as momentum.
Yeah, it'll make it a one-point game. Carter Lockman, he's a senior place kicker. So he's been doing this a while. You got to think as a senior, right? And there it goes.
Plenty of height.
Look, no,
Ooh,
must have been wide.
pushed
Okay.
it right.
So for Maryville, a win.
Oh yeah,
Right?
absolutely. You
Even
get
though
the stop.
still was able to drive the ball, but for Maryville, that's huge.
Right, and I think the fact that both these teams are able to move the ball, like we mentioned, it could be a fantastic second half, but Rebels with all the momentum as you score 14 unanswered points with your home crowd at your back.
It seems like these games are flying. We've been
yeah.
on the air for 30 minutes, and we're already at halftime.
And
Oh, my goodness. All right, we've got a highlight I'm being told by our crew in the booth as you take a look at Maryville making their way off the field. We're going to check in Macaulay and Catholic. This game taking place out in West Knoxville tonight. And take a look here. Good crowd as always at Catholic. And looks like Macaulay with the 3. So 23-7 is the score. Macaulay
on top.
on top. So the Blue Tornado making the trip up I-75 from Chattanooga. They lead it right now on the road here in Knoxville, taking on Catholic. All right, we got more for you. We're hitting halftime at a lot of these games. Sam and Bo, hey, we're going to catch our breath. You catch yours. We'll be back in just a second. Welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. Bo Williams, Sam Granville, bringing you all the action right now. One of those games we're watching is Jefferson County and Powell. And boy, we picked this up on a big run. And we've seen this before tonight. Jefferson County now seems like they're finding a groove offensively, Sam.
Right, that Patriot run game has been impressive. That seems to be their MO. It's, again, when you got that offensive line, you can really work it down the field. And we just saw them march down the field a handful of minutes ago, and now it seems like they're doing it again around the 50.
Yeah, they're averaging 143 yards a game rushing. And boy, they're really putting up some numbers on this one as they go far side. This might be, oh no, it froze.
Hey, use your imagination at this point.
That's what we call a tease. Will the defensive back catch him? Number 5 there for Powell? I don't know. I was over here looking at the little monitor.
Oh,
we'll see if it
man.
comes back up. We'll have to watch the scoreboard here on the computer.
He might get around the edge. He's there.
Cliffhanger.
Hey, we'll
right?
use our imagination and then get the
Yeah,
update.
Exactly. Sean
Hopefully.
Jackson was on the move. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Looks like everybody's walking back. Oh. Well,
See.
we didn't offer that up there. We either offered touchdown, no touchdown. We didn't offer up a penalty.
That was the story of my life last week up at Scott. Anytime, which was rare, but anytime that they got to the edge and broke away, hey, come on back, fellas. Let's try that again.
Man, that's a big penalty, too.
All right, I assume it's a holding because they were just shy of the 50-yard line before that play. And he got to the edge, but it looks like he might have got there with a little bit of help.
All right, let's see what they do. Do they just run the same thing again?
Try it
Say, hey,
again.
it worked. Yeah. Nope, this time they're
pass.
going to throw. All right, they bring it near side for you. Jackson, nice catch, nice run, and there is a flag. Saw a possible horse collar there, but we'll see what the flag is.
Yeah, that could this time could help him. Sean Jackson.
Yeah, sounds like another holding call if I'm hearing over the PA there.
Oh man.
It's 2 big pickups for Jefferson County.
Well, we were hyping up their ability to march up and down the field, and looks
They're
like
they're marching the wrong
we jinxed
direction.
them. Right there. They are marching the wrong way. Looks like they're moving into the red zone in reverse.
And that's something, Coach, you know they're making a note right now, the coaching staff there at Jefferson County, thinking, okay, this is something we have to talk about, Spencer Riley. We can't beat ourselves. We're playing a 6-0 team.
Absolutely. You're not going to be able to come on the road into Powell, still a win with dominating, in reverse. The amount of turnovers, when you're picking up more turnovers than you are yards, that's going to be a hard win to steal on the road.
All right, let's see what the senior quarterback does with it this time. Dropping back this time. They go downfield with it and overthrown. Had his receiver, though.
He has his man, Sean Jackson. That's his go-to. We saw was last night in the Uncle Bowl with Joe Flacco and Aaron Rodgers, and he went to Jamar Chase, 20 times last night, 16 receptions. Hey. That's the Sean Jackson game right now.
I was going to say, yeah, if it's working.
It works, it works. Joe Flacco's like, I've never had a receiver like this. I can just keep throwing him the ball. It seems like that's the case here with Jeffco.
I love it here in Cincinnati. All right, here we go. This time they say, you know what, let's run it again. This is the other Jackson, Donovan Jackson. We've seen his number called a number of times. He's only a sophomore. So this is a kid we're probably going to see for the next several years.
Oh, absolutely. Where are we as far as time in this game?
Yeah, let's see. This game didn't kick off till about 7:30. So, okay, yeah, we have just about 5 minutes. 7-3. So we were told Powell did tack on a field goal. So they are on the board. Henderson kind of slings that one. Oh, man. Boy, you talk about a rope, because that one I thought was going to get picked up or at least knocked down.
Yeah, that was a window right there.
Jeremiah Makua.
Looks like he's got some length, that receiver. 4.5 minutes to go. Is that good for a first down?
No, I don't think so. No.
Yeah, this may be a 4th and short situation. 3rd and short, 4th and short.
Let's see what they draw up the play here. Let's see what they've come up with. Ooh, almost got a jump there.
Hard count. I saw somebody move.
Yeah, it was a 4th down.
They pulled the delay game. Looks
Yeah,
like
I think so. So let's
here.
go. There you go. 4:06. It was 4th and 5. Ball on the 49. 7-3. A tight ball game. A lot of games at the break right now. You see Mo East trailing Westridge 21-0 at the half. As you take a look at some of the scores, there's that William Blount West score, 31-7. You know, West finally starting to click right now. Coaching change. Got off to kind of a rough start this year, but right now looking pretty good right when you need to do it. Anderson County running it up on Union County right now, 30-7 there in the second as we continue to bring you the scores at the bottom at the break. Grace Christian looking to keep things rolling for them, coming off that huge win last week against Sevier County. Carter on the roll right now. They're up 14-0, taking on Austin East at home today. And then Claiborne County trailing to Unicoi County 21-6. That game now at the break.
Deuce Rogers watching as trying to get his defense to make a stop, so maybe he can get there with 4 minutes to go.
We got time. Yeah, I want to get back out on the field.
Looks like they will punt here.
Well, it sounds like Jefferson County's defense has been holding strong as well. I mean, you're looking at a 7-3 game right now.
Right. I mean, the fact that you're holding Powell to potentially just 3 points at the half.
Yeah.
Powell team that scored well over 40 on multiple occasions this season.
Takes a Powell bounce there. So that is what Powell's got ahead of them if they want to take the lead before we hit halftime. But yeah, this is an exciting game. This is one of the closer ones, one of the better games when we were looking at the matchups coming into this one. We were looking at that Science Hill game, but everybody was also talking about that Jefferson County Powell matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got a long field to work with here. But if you can, same as that other matchup, same as Science Hill, if you can work your way down the field and get that momentum, you might like it.
And especially for Powell being at home. And if they can milk some clock, get it in the end zone, and then kind of the locker room on top, that could be a game changer as we head into the second half. West has scored again. They are really running it up on William Blount right now.
44-7,
Yeah,
is that what we're hearing?
That's what we're told. Well, it was 31-7 at one point, so they have really been putting up some points. So here we go.
Good. Remains perfect. We'll take a 60-second break.
Yeah,
they'll take a 6-second break. We won't. 45-7.
Offense and defense competing of who's going to have a better night.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because when we were checking in, when we were watching for a little while, the defense looked incredible, and then we haven't even been watching, but 45 points, clearly the offense is doing something right.
Yeah, they are really having their way right now in the first half there on the road down in Blount County, taking on William Blount. All right, let's go back to Jefferson County at Powell. Powell now with the football. They trail it 7-3.
You got to think they're around 3.5 minutes to go, unless they've chewed up a little more clock.
This time they're going to throw. Did he catch it?
Little low. What's the call? He said it's a catch.
Complete to number 7, Jackson.
3 minutes on the clock.
So to Zion Jackson on the receiving end. And that's what you do. Hey, if they're going to give you, X amount of yards, take advantage of it.
Right.
You got time. No need to rush. And you got Deuce Rogers.
Looks like on the 45-yard line.
This time they're going to run a sweep. Nice cutback, though.
Jay Moore on the carry for a Panther first down.
So good job there. Again, another first down as Powell now starting to move the football. I feel they're getting a little momentum. Moore on the carry.
It's 1st and 10 from the 50.
This is exactly what they want to do. Clock continues to run.
You got 2.5 minutes. You can run the ball all the way down the field if you're going to get some chunk plays like that one. Stick to your bread and butter.
And the thing with Powell is, you know, we talk a lot about the quarterback, but they've got a lot of athletes. They've got other guys they can go to. Really nowhere to go. Smart play, pick up a few yards, but don't push it at this point, right?
Right. You know, you see the pocket start to collapse just a little bit. He was still trying to make a play happen, keeping his eyes downfield, but to pick up a couple of yards there and not take a sack, that's obviously a veteran move there by Deuce Rogers.
You don't want to force anything, right? And obviously, you don't want to turn it over. You're in a great spot here at home, even though you do trail, but it's a tight game.
Looks like we're down to about 1:35 on the clock.
Rogers with the pass, completion, first down, and more. Nice cut back. This could, boy, I tell you what, he's going to use the entire field. Great vision.
Blockers.
Yeah, he does. He's got a lot of help. He's down to the 5, and he's out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. That to Zion Jackson once again.
Yeah, you talk about momentum. This is momentum. So they're going to have a little over a minute to do whatever they want with this 1st and goal situation.
And that is what we have seen from Powell all season.
Yeah,
I mean, they
absolutely.
can bust these plays open at any moment.
And it's, you know, you teach the running backs that patience, that, hey, wait for your blockers. But the fact that you're out there in space, you're the speedster, and you're still waiting for those guys to get 30, 40 yards down the field.
Hey, there you go, touchdown.
Clean up duty.
Keep it on the ground. Ori Vananda Walker gets the touchdown, and that is a huge, huge score for Powell.
Right, 10-7, or, you know, after the point after attempt, we assume it'll be.
Oh, don't jinx it.
I'm going to knock. You hear that knock? That's a knock. That's a knock on wood right there.
There you go, 1:11 left to go here in the first half. But Powell hoping to make it a 3-point game here.
We said they got time, and, you know, they still leave a minute and some change on the clock.
Yeah.
So there's still some time for the Patriots to maybe draft something up.
There you go.
Swing it back their way.
10-7.
And that crowd is coming alive. They've been a little quiet over there. As you know, we haven't seen them trail very much this season. You know, when you're perfect on the year, you don't trail very much. But now that crowd is coming alive there at Powell High School.
Let's see, Powell last down in beat Campbell County 49-0. Now they were off last week, so that game was back on the 3rd. But again, Matt Lowe's crew, boy, back on top now, 10-7 with just over a minute to go. It'll be interesting to see what Jefferson County does here if they're able to march it back downfield. We've seen them. They really were their own worst enemy the last time they had the football.
Right.
They started going the wrong direction.
Absolutely. And again, we saw them marching. It's not that they can't do it. It's that they're hurting themselves. So
Yeah.
we'll see how that handles when there's 1:11 to work with right before the half.
But they had some huge gains. You know, the last time we saw that had some great blocks, and we even saw the wideouts doing what they were supposed to do on some of those plays that, you know, those in runs. And again, the penalties, the holding calls really hurt them. But we'll see if they can kind of get their composure back, get back out there, and let's see if they can counter here with 1:11 to go.
Yeah, 1:11, the 71-second drill.
Oh boy, I tell you what, man. Yeah, 71 seconds. Okay, I'm impressed. I even had to say. I almost started.
Hold on a second. Hold on.
Wait a minute. Is that right? 60 plus 11. So yeah. So that's where we're looking right now. Again, if you're joining us, here's how things stand. Maryville Science Hill 14-10 at the half. That's a tight game. You know, no one's running away with this one. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the second half. All right, Jefferson County Powell, we're going to go back out there. They're getting ready. Are they getting ready to kick off here? I'm told. Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready. The special teams are coming out. Well, you know, hey, sometimes you know, we ask that same question.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Guess he wasn't supposed to be out there.
Yeah, I appreciate that wordage too.
All right, looks like a lot of. Here we go. Everybody's trying to figure out who's supposed to be out
It's like
there.
we
who's
might
not.
have already got a kick off.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah.
All right, so
long
Jefferson County,
field to work with.
Yeah, they do. So let's see.
Some good plays by the special teams.
Yeah, and that's when it comes into play. That is for sure. Pin him back. So Jefferson County going to keep it on the ground. It has been working for him. Donovan Jackson, sophomore, on the carry.
Right. It looks like they might not try to take any deep shots. Again, we'll see.
Yeah, at this point, you know, at the same token, you're like, okay, Powell just took the lead. But look, it's 10-7.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So, you know, do you risk turning it over? Do you just keep it on the ground? Let's see, maybe we'll get a big play. If we don't get a big play, we'll just head into the locker room.
All right. Yeah, I mean, you'd love to swing the momentum back your way, but it'd be a whole lot worse going down 2 scores if you can turn the ball. If you turn the ball over.
If you turn it over. And at this point, too, you know, like I said, it's 10-7. You got to feel pretty good.
Right.
You know. See Rogers there with his coach.
Yeah, one score in the second half, and you're back in command. So, not sure who got the opening kickoff. Right. So it depends on who is receiving the ball in the third quarter.
And that might be what Jefferson County's thinking right now. So we're going to get the football. Right. It's a good point.
Yeah, if you go get a rest. Get a breather. It looks like they're going to march to the sidelines.
So you just said they all started walking off the field. It's like they heard you.
Hey, you guys, you've done well.
All right, so this game going to the break. It is a tight ball game, 10-7 right now. Powell and Jefferson County. So a lot of our games are at the half. We're going to take our halftime break here as well. It won't be as long as theirs, but we'll be back with a lot more action for you. Can't wait for the second half. Also got a special guest coming up for you as well, so keep it tuned. All right, welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. Bo Williams along with Sam Granville. You know, we talk a lot of high school football, but you know, it's a big football game tomorrow going on down south of us.
To have heard about that. What weekend is this? The third weekend in October? Is that where we're at right now?
Yeah, exactly where we are. Let's bring in other members of our sports team right now. I would tell you Sam Rothman and Casey Kay are both down in Tuscaloosa, but we do want to kind of get an update on how everything is shaping up, getting ready for tomorrow's game.
Yeah, let's check in. I think we got Casey on the line here. Oh, hey, Casey, we see you. Where are you at right now?
We are driving right now. We're getting close to getting by our hotel. We're going to grab dinner. There's Sam right here. I just wanted to make it clear that
2 eyes on the road, Sam.
She's not holding the phone while driving. I am holding the phone. But how's the day gone so far, Sam? What are you feeling?
It's gone great. It was extremely hot in Tuscaloosa. But it's a night game tomorrow night, so hopefully we won't have to deal with that. But yeah, feeling good. It's very lively down there. A lot of people excited about the game. So
have we run into very many Vol fans?
It did get a little toasty. It was like 92.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
yeah, because Ken Weather's been
still
saying
summertime down there.
Yeah, Ken was saying I think the high tomorrow is projected to be 88 tomorrow. So y'all enjoy that.
Yeah, glad we're up here, but it should be a fun game tomorrow night. Have we run into a lot of orange down there in T-Town? Is there a lot of Vol fans roaming the streets?
I did not see a single Vol fan. Did you see a Vol fan?
I saw one. Yeah, I saw one.
I must have looked like I knew what I was doing though, because I did have an Alabama fan come up to me and ask for directions, and I was like, I don't know, my dude. I was walking to Publix to get us some waters, and he definitely thought I must have looked like I was on a mission and knew what I was doing. But yeah, he was looking for the quarterback club. I was like, I have no idea. So we fit in.
Hey.
We fit in.
Hey, we're repping Knoxville down there in Tuscaloosa. What is just, as we head into the game tomorrow, what's just the atmosphere? Again, not very many Vol fans, but is the atmosphere lively? Is there a lot going on in preparation for this game down there?
Well, considering that it was going to be a 3-hour wait for to eat in Tuscaloosa, I do think that there are a lot of people here who are going to bring a lot of energy. What do you think the atmosphere is going to be like inside, right?
We had a fight for a parking spot in the garage. It definitely
Sam won the fight, though. Sam won the fight, but we didn't even need the parking spot.
Don't worry. But it definitely feels like, and now we are in a shopping area, so we're not on a highway. We're about to eat. But yeah, it definitely seemed lively down there. So many people. We couldn't even find a place to eat. We're actually in Hoover right now, right across the street from the Hoover Met Complex, so it feels like baseball season. So we're just getting a full tour of Alabama tonight.
I think all of Alabama's excited for this one, probably too. You know, a bunch of fans probably staying out here. I'm sure we'll see some orange in the hotel for sure.
Is it feeling like 2003? That's the biggest question right now. Is it feeling like the tides are changing and pulling back towards that year as the Vols are looking for that first win in over 2 decades?
I think that the Vols have one of the best chances in the last 2 decades to win. So I think in that regard, it does feel like 2003, I would say. Sorry. Sam is like trying to signal if this person is taking this parking spot.
I think I just want another parking fight.
She was signaling for it. Okay, but now we're both parked. So now we can both be on it. Because Sam just won another parking lot battle. So, what do you think? Do you think it's feeling like 2003? That was the question.
I hope so. We talked about it enough today, right?
Yeah.
About how they haven't won since 2003. And I think you feel really good about the offense. I think if this becomes a shootout game, that Tennessee does have the upper hand. I know a lot of people have been talking about Ty Simpson, but I feel really, for the past few years, you felt like if Tennessee got behind, it's kind of over. You know, if last year you needed Dylan Sampson, the year before there were a lot of question marks, right, around the offense. There's no question marks around the offense. You know they can go down and score. You know they can have a big chunk play and go down and score. So I think you have to feel really good about that. The problem is, on the other hand, I feel like Alabama can do the same thing. So like we've been talking about all week, it's going to come down to Tennessee's defense, and the defense has been really confusing because you've seen them give up those big plays, but they lead the nation in sacks. You've also seen them shut down at the line of scrimmage. So that's just the biggest thing, because once Ty Simpson gets into a rhythm, I think he's one of the best quarterbacks so far this season. So it's just getting him out of rhythm, and I think the defensive line can do that early, get the crowd out of it, kind of control the tempo from early on, and I think that would be the recipe for success. Mm-hmm. Much harder to do than said. Yeah.
So. I think we'll know very early on in this game if the energy of the crowd is bringing the 2003 vibes. I do think they have one of the best shots that they've had in 2 decades, and even a better shot than in 2003. We were talking, not 2003, 2023. Yeah. We think they're having a better shot. We were talking about it earlier. We just think that under Joey Aguilar's leadership, I think he's going to hopefully facilitate something pretty big for us tomorrow.
Yeah, I was at that game in 2023 where Tennessee went up like 21-7 or 21-0 at halftime, and you didn't feel good about it, right? Like, it was weird. You're like, I can't believe this is happening, right? I don't feel good about it. You also had Coach Saban was still coaching then, and you knew that he was going to get them back. You know, he knew that he was going to scream at them in the locker room. They would come out and they would score, and that's exactly what happened. And Tennessee was kind of fazed by it. I feel like, although the Georgia loss is hard because that game was it was right on their fingertips to win, but I do think you learn from having that gut-wrenching of a loss, whereas maybe they don't pull out that Mississippi State game in overtime. Maybe they don't, Arkansas got close late, right? So I do feel like they have that on their side, that they've been through that adversity and they know that they can come out of it, because they're going to face a lot of adversity tomorrow. It's just going to happen. It's a hostile environment. It's a top 10 team. It's going to happen. But you hope that the veteran leadership, Joey, what we've seen from him this season, that he can lead the way, and hopefully this 22-year drought that we've been talking about for 20 years is over, right?
Yeah, absolutely. What other questions do you guys have about Tuscaloosa, guys?
Well, I will say this is a show where on Friday Frenzy Live you see a lot of the behind the scenes. You see the camera is moving behind the end zone. You see us moving all around the sidelines. The stuff that you don't typically see on a typical broadcast. Just give everybody who's watching right now a little idea of what you guys did today, how many live shots, and what effort went into just this whole production of, hey, we're taking a trip down to Tuscaloosa. It's a little behind the scenes look. As you see, we're fighting for parking spots and all the fun stuff over there. What does you guys' day look like so far, and what will it look like tomorrow before the game begins?
Well, I'll give you the biggest behind the scenes thing right now is that I'm the only one hearing you guys.
I can't hear
because
anything.
I've got this AirPod in because Sam was driving, so we didn't want her to have an AirPod in or anything that would distract her. So that's the first biggest behind the scenes thing right now that's going on. So basically what they were asking is just the behind the scenes, everything that we did today. So basically we started off, we packed up all of our stuff, got in the car. I started off driving. Yep, the car is packed up. I started off driving. We already had our coffee, so we did not need to stop. Usually that is a must, but we did not have to stop for coffee. I drove us until, what was that town called in Alabama?
Gaston.
Gaston. Kind of like Beauty and the Beast, but a couple extra letters in there. I drove us there. We got Panera, and then Sam took over. She drove the rest of the way. It was about 2 more hours to Tuscaloosa. We found our live shot location.
Prime parking.
We did get prime parking. We are not quite sure that will happen tomorrow. So we got our location. Sam did her makeup in the car because I had already done mine because I wasn't driving again. We don't want Sam doing her makeup while driving. So did her makeup once we paused. And then we did live shots. You want to take over from there? What those live shots looked like?
Yeah, we were battling the sun. The sun was always just not in the direction we needed it to be. So we found a nice tree for some shade. Got the lights out, so we were illuminated. And yeah, we started at the 4 o'clock show. We did 4, 5, 5:30, 2 in the 6, 1 in the 7, and now we're joining you guys. And yeah, we talked a lot in our live shots about Ty Simpson being a Tennessee kid and how Tennessee fans don't like this rivalry, but they kind of don't like him either because they feel a little sabotaged by him that he left Tennessee to go to Alabama. We talked about that 2003 game.
Yeah.
What else
and just the live shots we put together yesterday. So that's something that you don't really get to see is we're putting together the video, we're putting together the sound, we're choosing it, we're writing the scripts for ourselves. So that's something that me and you both worked on yesterday. And then we sent something back that's going to air tonight and then tomorrow in our early shows. But it's time to get back to Friday night football for them.
Okay.
They don't want us anymore. They're taking control.
Okay, fine. Did they just tell you that in your ear?
Not in those exact words.
I would have just kept talking.
Words.
I would have just kept talking, yeah. We're literally outside the Hoover Metro complex, which is just so crazy. This day, we've been everywhere. So.
Yeah, we've been everywhere. We've seen all of We've really seen all of Alabama. We've seen every inch.
But it is not sweet home to us.
No.
There you go.
Sweet home Rocky Top.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys got a busy day tomorrow. This is probably the last bit of a break that they got. So
that's right. Go have your dinner. You found a parking spot. Enjoy it. You guys be safe. And again, we got a lot coming up tomorrow. I mean, obviously, we're going to be counting down, getting everybody ready for the game tomorrow. All starts at 10:30 tomorrow with our Tennessee tailgate. We'll have that for you coming up. That'll be followed by the Sports Source. And then we got a full day of football for you. We got some great matchups here on WATE. But there's the lineup for you tomorrow. That's when we will talk with Sam and Casey once again and then the Sports Source. But, man, you got LSU and Vandy. Vandy, last time I checked, are they actually the favorite in this game, if I'm not mistaken?
I would not be surprised.
First time in a long time. But Vandy ranked 17th, LSU number 10. And you got number 5 and number 9. You got Ole Miss on the road at Georgia. And that all leads up to the big games you're going to see right here tomorrow night on WATE Channel 6. And then, of course, it's Tennessee, Alabama kickoff right around 7:30. So I tell you what, 10:30, wake up, get your breakfast, and just make yourself comfortable.
Keep it right here.
Yeah.
Find a couch, If you
got an outside TV, just sit down, and then as the sun goes down, if you got a fire pit, something like that, be perfect.
And not as hot here as it is in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, it's going to be a little cooler. But it's still warm tomorrow, that is for sure. All right, let's get you updated on what's going on scores right now. Back to high school football for you. Union County blown out right now by Anderson County, 51-7. The big game a lot of people were watching tonight and see how Grace would follow up their big win last week. And right now they seem to be in control over CAK, 21-0 in the third.
Yeah, that is a big one because both of those teams are competing in that AA division over there. They're both right in the playoff mix.
Both 5-2.
Exactly. That's a huge one in those standings for the AA, those private school rankings.
Austin East still looking to get on the scoreboard. They trail 27-0 at the break here to Carter. Claiborne County down by 2 touchdowns in the third to Unicoi County. The Blue Devils up 28-14 right now. Some halftime scores for you. Bearden makes the trip down 75 to Cleveland. They trail 14-3. Bulldogs still looking for their first win of the season. They're 0-6 right now. Pigeon Forge up 32-21 over Cott County. Tigers looking to get something rolling this season, and right now they seem to be in control there on the road.
Yeah, we got Farragut. Seems like a defensive battle, 6-0 on the road at the Cookeville Cavaliers. Gibbs rolling on the road. They came down here to Fulton, and they're up 35-0. They have not played since they got that big win at Anderson County before the bye week, so they're still rolling.
Yeah, Alcoa, look at this in the third right now. Not a shock. Heritage, though, I don't want to take anything away from them. Heritage has had a good season. I want to say they were 3-3 right now going into tonight. But 40-0 right now the score. Alcoa continues to just roll this season. Knoxville Catholic in the third now. It was 23-7 at the half. It's now 37-7. McCallie, one of the top-ranked teams right now in the state. They lost to Baylor, their big rival. And that's where their only their only loss, right? Or they,
right.
No, they're 5-2. I'm sorry, but regardless, they're up 37-7, taking on Catholic.
Yeah, they were the second-ranked team in the state, even with those 2 losses. Yeah. They've got probably the highest strength of schedule in the entire state. But we got the Ray County Golden Eagles 21-0 over Loudoun County at the half at Science Hill. Once again, that's one that we'll be keeping a very close eye on in the third and fourth quarter, as Maryville is up 14-10 down there.
Other scores for you. McMinn County right now on top. The Cherokees. You've seen them. You were down there for McMinn County.
That is an excellent high school football atmosphere. One of the prettiest sunsets I've ever seen as they had that ambiance with the backdrop, everything over there.
Hey, this is a good one here. Oak Ridge, Hardin Valley.
Yeah.
Look at that at the half, 14-7.
We've talked about that a couple times during the break tonight. As man, keep an eye on that one. Hardin Valley is hanging in there because Oak Ridge, they're one of the, as far as rankings go, up there this season. They are rolling, and Hardin Valley is hanging right in there.
Yeah, they've been putting some points on the board, so to hold them to 14 here at the break. And Hardin Valley also, they have really turned a corner. Last year that team was 1-9. This year, totally different team.
Yeah.
They have really turned a corner over at out in West Knoxville.
Wildcats 7-0 this season, so there's still plenty in the driver's seat right now. You're up a score, so you're not really biting your nails yet, but hey, that's one that could come down to the wire. All
right, Meigs County 15-14. Also right now Sevier County. Ooh, okay, so 7-7 at the break. Sevier County coming off that first loss since 2023 to Grace last week. At the break, it is 7-7 as they are taking on Tennessee. Boy, we're going to have to keep an eye on that one. And then the final one for you, Clinton up at South Doyle, 14-0. The Dragons right now by 2 touchdowns. This is tough for one of our directors because I mentioned earlier he's a South Doyle guy, even has his jacket on right now. But it's a game of 2 halves. So Connor, hang in there. All right, we're going to stay with you. When we come back, we've got more action. We're going back out to the games. It's halftime in some areas, other spots. Third quarter's already kicked off. We'll get you up to date on what's happening. Stay with us. You're watching Friday Frenzy Live. Welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. Bo Williams, Sam Granville. Man, first half behind us. Got a whole second half of football to go.
Yeah, we got some good ones to come to, and I think we just heard that quick score out of the break by Maryville.
And that's huge, too, because obviously this has been a tight game with Science Hill. They scored right there toward the end of the first half. We'll take you out there in a little bit, but right now Maryville up 21-10. So, they were down 10-0 at one point, and now they put 21 points on the board.
Right, and we talked about that a little bit about, you always want the quote-unquote underdog to score early because then we might have a little more close of a contest, but now...
Maryville may have something to say about that in the second half now.
No
That's
kidding.
Right. All right, let's get you up then what's happening with McCallie and Catholic. McCallie making the trip up I-75 from Chattanooga. And so far, so good for the Blue Tornado. Not so good, though, for Catholic. Look at this bomb and a touchdown. McCallie, they are running the score up right now. That's Keyshawn Schneider Tabatu, a senior wide out on the receiving end. And then here's a pick 6 for McCallie. It's not been a good night for the guys in green. That is for sure.
But again, we mentioned McCallie. They are one of the highest rated teams in the state, number 2 through all classifications this year.
I mean, they were doing it in the air, on the ground, defensively, you name it. So far, it has been all McCallie. and another touchdown for you there. They are in control. There's that Science Hill Maryville score that we were telling you about just a few moments ago, and we're going to be taking you out there here in a little bit. The Rebels have scored, the Red Rebels have scored coming up right out of the gate here in the third quarter to extend their lead after trailing 10-0. But going back to that McCallie game, I mean, you look at this. I mean, they've scored 223 points this season. They're averaging 32 right now. But a Catholic team, that's just as good. It's a 5-2 and a 4-2. I thought this game would have been a little bit tighter, but obviously McCallie playing at a whole nother level right now.
Right, and this is one where it almost might not even hurt your playoff resume with a loss to McCallie just because of how highly rated they are. You hate the loss, and it's a region loss, and so it is a AAA regional division game, but that's certainly a tough one there.
McCallie won that matchup last year, by the way, 38-7. So, Catholic still trying to figure out the blue tornado, it looks like, here in the second half. All right, other games we're watching for you tonight. Let's take you out back live right now. Let's see, we're heading out to Science Hill at Maryville. And again, Maryville scored. Take a look here. Let's see. 21-10. So just verifying where we are. 6:23 to go in the third. So we're about halfway through the third quarter.
Third quarter is rolling.
Well, when we hit halftime, and I'm thinking, my goodness, are we stopping the clock? All right. So Science Hill with the football. If they want to stay in this game, they're going to have to do something pretty much on this drive. You don't want Maryville to start to dominate you here, because you get too far behind on the road down at Maryville, it's a lost cause for you. A lot of teams will tell you that. You can't let Maryville, start running it up.
All right, this is a very important possession, as we've just been told, fourth down here. So now you got a decision to make, because it looks like you're kind of backed up in your own territory.
It looks like they're going to go for it, though. Now, granted, it is only third quarter. It is a gutsy call. But also said, now let's see. I don't know if it's fourth and what. But are they going to try to get a jump, or are they going to try to go something?
He's in a sneak formation trying to
I think he's going to try to get him
count.
a snap. Oh, the jump.
I don't know if they'll call a play here.
Well, there we go. Right up the middle. I don't know.
Defensive front.
Yeah, Maryville seems to think that, they're right. There you go.
Wow.
First down, Maryville.
And that's brutal.
That is a huge, huge, huge play.
Yeah, that could be the difference in the game right there.
A little surprised on that one, but we'll come back to you, let you know if Maryville's able to continue to put some more points on the board on this one as everybody gets set. We're still watching that Powell game taking on Jefferson County. They ought to be close to getting ready to kick off the second half in that one. I'm told we'll be going out there in just a little bit. Sounds like they just kicked off, so Jefferson County's got the football, is what I'm being told here to start the third quarter. This is a 10-7 game. Powell up. They scored right toward the end of the half. Left about a minute to go before halftime. Jefferson County just kind of kept it on the ground, so we're fine with this, and we're going to take that into the locker room.
Right, the Patriots seem to have controlled the first half when it comes to time of possession. They also controlled as far as most penalties, because that certainly did not work in their favor. But that big touchdown drive, marching right down the field, that certainly swung the momentum.
Henderson going to throw the football. Quick pass. Nice job that time. That was Sean Young on the receiving end. Have not called his name yet.
A little hurdle action right there at the end.
So some athletic ability there for the senior. Yeah, we've seen Jefferson County. They've broken some big plays in this one, and as we were watching them in the first half, but boy, the penalties just ate them up, and Powell took advantage of that, because that's when they marched back down, put some more points on the board. So, really Jefferson County, they've only hurt themselves in this game.
Right, and we were trying to figure out, did they try to score with that minute and 11 seconds left in the third?
Oh, they're going deep. Yeah. Ooh, probably should have been intercepted. Well, I don't know if he thinks he knows it or if he was just saying something to the Jefferson County receiver, but Jatalis Henderson.
Yeah, that's when your receiver turns into a defensive back real quick.
That's right. And that's why you see so many times on, especially the high school level, some of these talented players, they go, offense and defense, those wideouts.
It looked like it was Sean Jackson, who's listed as a running back, wide receiver, defensive back.
Oh,
fumble.
Henderson drops it, picks it back up, though. Yeah, he's going to have to just run with it and try to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that momentum seems to be carrying over from the third quarter for the Panthers.
Yeah, it really does. Saw Iverson Garcia, 95.
Yeah, no wonder the clock's marching down so quick in both of these games, really.
Not in a big rush, and obviously still a lot of time. I mean, they started the third, but not in a huge rush here. Henderson on the scramble, throws, has a receiver. Nice completion. Going to be close. Wesley Briggs on the receiving end, number 8.
It's like 4th and manageable now. We just saw Science Hill go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Does Jefferson County do the same?
I don't know. 4th and 1. Just started the third quarter. It's a 10-7 game.
Just shy of the 50, so you got a little more to work with if you don't make it. Not quite as far backed up in their own territory.
Well, let's see if they go, if they actually snap the ball.
We'll get another hard count.
Yeah, let's see what they do. And they are. They're going to keep it on the ground. Jackson, he's got some room if he can get around that tackler, and he does. He's going to get the first down and more. Finally comes out of bounds. Oh, we almost tackled him ourselves. We had those 3D glasses on. We were in 4K.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Good job, Dave, getting out of the way.
Yeah, he wasn't even going to move. He was playing chicken right there.
Dave is a statue, man. I mean, he's like, they're not going to touch me. He's been doing this a long time.
He said, I'll take the hit before I miss this shot.
One of my favorite people, no doubt about it. All right, Dave back in position. Teams are in position. Big first down there for Jefferson County.
The offense is moving quick now.
Yeah, they are. Feel a little momentum there. Yeah, they're already ready to go. And I can also see why Jefferson County did it. So if we can keep Powell's offense off the field. So 4th and 1, let's just keep their offense off the field because we know what they can do offensively.
Yeah, that seemed to be the recipe in the first half.
Yeah.
Is control the time of possession.
Yep.
And they're already doing that here in the third quarter. If they can sustain a long 5, 6, 7 minute drive, get back in the lead, that's exactly what the Patriots want.
Take the handoff that time to Jackson. They go opposite side, but Powell, they saw that one coming.
Right, the defense stepping up. We saw that earlier when they got that goal line stop, that bend, don't break defense. And, you know, when the offense is trying to speed you up and you're in contain, that's pretty good by the Panthers.
Yeah, no, really good job. Good point. All right, I get the call from the sideline. Everybody knows what they're doing. 8 million horns in the stands. And Jackson with the handoff. Picks up a handful of yards, but I don't think he got enough for a first.
No, I don't think so. I'm hearing a lot of,
I mean,
somebody's fired up on the side.
I was going to say. I don't know if this is another 4th down. I'm trying to go backwards here and count the downs. Whistles. Oh, we got a timeout. Let's see. I think it is 4th. Is it 4th down? Yeah, 4th and 3. I was thinking, going to my head here. It's like we got to be close. But ball on the 27. So you got to think that, you know, this is a 4th down territory.
Right.
And that's probably why the crowd was getting louder.
Oh yeah.
Than you know, as you were pointing out there, they needed to.
This is a big one
to rattle the Jefferson County offense. But a big play coming up.
Yeah, they went to that power formation on the last play. You got a fullback lined up trying to push onto the side, but Powell's there. They blew that one right up.
Yeah, yeah. So 4th and 3. All right, what do you call? We've been watching. They've had success on the ground, though. We've seen some pretty decent completions here as well. Sam, I'll let you make the call.
Sean Jackson's the call.
Okay,
you know?
I think so.
Even if it's a screen play, if you can find him across the middle, we've seen that a couple times already where he's got the sure hands. You might not want to go across the middle as far as, you know, the potential for an interception, but Sean Jackson, he's your trusty go-to player. And then we also saw...
I'll go with the other Jackson. I'll go number 20, Donovan. Yeah,
He found the edge last time.
Yeah, all right. We'll see here. Sorry, so 4th and 3. Ball right around the 27.
Donovan's in the backfield, and Sean is lined up to the quarterback's left.
There he goes, slings it right toward us. Oh, it's bobbled. They could try to force that one in there a little bit.
That's the first time that I've made a prediction that was somewhat accurate. I said, you want to go across to Jackson, but you're scared of the interception, and then that one almost picked off there. So I got to for Jefferson's sake, I gotta stop talking.
I want to say that was, I think it was Cooper Wheeler with the break up there, the junior.
Excellent defense.
It really was. Great,
Excellent
great coverage.
defense.
All right, West taking on William Blunt. And this one has been all West from the get-go. And let's see, we're told William Blunt just got the ball back. They've got a lot to make up. What was the score there, Jeff? I know you said it in my ear.
A couple times West is
52-14. All right.
field position. That's the first one that they missed.
Yeah.
D Hart here at the bottom. H
Oh.
back is Bird. It's a hand,
All right, so
action.
William Blunt's got the ball back. We're told they
To his left.
punted, and there was a turnover on the return. So William Blunt now going to try to find a little bit of positive there and see if they can't take advantage of it. At least try to
smell a
slowly reel West in. You smell a
through it.
comeback, bro?
No,
Okay.
no,
Hey,
no.
you know what, though? You got Dabrowski as your quarterback. He's a good quarterback.
Only
That's a lot of
down,
points.
Yeah, not quite 40.
7, second and 8 all night.
All right, Dabrowski back, scrambling this time, has to roll to his left and lets it go. Ooh, maybe
Yeah, that's a
lucky
scary
there,
ball.
man. That one probably should have been picked off.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, Messiah Wren again. We've seen him a couple times on the past breakups there for West. So 52-14 is the score there. West, no question, in control on the road at William Blunt. All right, going back to that Maryville Science Hill game for you right now. So let's get you up to date here on what's happening. And again, Maryville, we saw them there with the nice stand, 28-10 now the score. So
They're able to capitalize.
and that's exactly what you want to do. Take a little bit of air out of your opponent, especially after making that long trip down I-81, making their way to Knoxville from the Tri-Cities area.
All right, 28 unanswered points, and now you have to score here, or you're just completely seeing the wheels fall off.
Oh, good defense that time by Maryville.
For a second, I didn't see a receiver coming to the screen. I thought the defender was
coming
going
to
to
you.
have an easy interception.
Chase Tucker on the breakup. Junior defensive back from Maryville. Last year, Maryville won this game 23-17. Game was played up in the Tri-Cities area. Science Hill coming in after beating Moe East 45-0 back on the third. Both these teams had byes last week. Maryville won 35-0 over Cookeville. So Science Hill has to kick it away, and this one definitely gets a hilltopper roll. Is it still going?
Yeah, at this point, you need your defense to make plays, whether that's, a quick stop, potentially a turnover. You got to have the defense step up at this point and get a stop, because now that they've scored 4 times in a row in this game, you're really...
Well, the punter did his job.
He did his
Right.
job. Special teams.
Ball on the 7.
Special players.
So a good punt, good coverage. And now Maryville, they've got
Long field.
93 yards.
Long field. Yeah, you score on a 93-yard possession, you might as well hang this one. But we'll see. We'll have to play.
They're going to keep it on the ground, look for some room up the middle, and they get it. Beyblade on the carry. We've seen his name, heard his name called a number of times. Big pickup.
He is shifty.
Yeah, he is. Senior, knows what he's doing. They go to him a lot. You'll hear his name called. So a little bit more breathing room for Maryville now after they were backed up. They're on the 7-yard line. And let's see now if Will Jones, they give him the green light to say, let's see if we can strike deep here.
I will say the Rebels, to be able to rally after that early deficit, at this point they're just trying to make a statement.
Beyblade, nice spin move. Gets close to the first down, maybe about a yard or two short, but a good carry.
Yeah, absolutely. Like he's got, the X button, the triangle button, the square button. He's got all of them ready to punch at any given time. He's got the spin in there for sure, the step back juke. You name it, he's got it in his tool bag.
You play a lot of video games?
Not really, but
Scary thing is I knew you were talking about. The bad thing is, I'll tell you right now, I'm not good at all. Okay, that's the end of the third quarter, it looks like. Maryville right now on top. They've got 28 on the board, 28-10, they lead it. We're going to take a break as well. Here we go, we spin you around, we're just verifying. There it is, end of the third quarter, 28-10. Stay with us, more Friday Frenzy in just a moment. Welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. We're keeping an eye on a number of games. One of those that we're watching for you, Sam, tonight is Maryville Science Hill. We saw Science Hill have to punt it away. Maryville has answered after being down 10-0 with 28 points. If they can make this 35-10, I think it's over.
It might be.
Yeah. I mean, it might be over now, but
right. I do think, when you respond and then respond and then respond and then respond.
Just keep responding.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, we're going to go to Jefferson County Powell. This is another good, this 10-7 ball game.
Yeah, this
is a good one.
Could be our best finish tonight.
What was that, 4:40 left to go in the quarter. I think we're in the third.
Looks like.
This game started at 7:30.
Yeah, we have not seen Powell with the ball very often tonight, but here they are, and seems like they're in enemy territory.
So let's see what they can do with it. Rogers looking for some help. Good pressure. Jefferson County really not giving him a whole lot of options right now. He's in some trouble, and he is going down on the far side of the 50. Huge play for you there. Jefferson County, we've been talking about their offense, but their defense, and Deuce Rogers is really slow to get up. That is not a good sign for that young man.
Not a good sign at all.
Caden Collins, by the way, a senior linebacker with the sack there for Jefferson County. Let's hope Rogers is all right for Powell. But a big play there for Jefferson County. All right, we'll take you back out live there for just a moment. But this has really been a tight ball game. And, yeah, we haven't really seen we saw one drive after their defense hung in there for Powell, but other than that, Jefferson County has been blow to blow with these guys.
Right, dominating time of possession. Penalties are holding you back maybe a little bit from
That's a good point.
Jumping in the lead, but hey, keeping it close.
All right, let's go back to Science Hill Maryville. That's what I'm being told. We're going to head back out there. Maryville, after being down 10-0, has been in control of this game ever since, leading at 28-10. They've got the football. We're in the fourth quarter down in Blount County. So let's get you up to date here on the Red Rebels. As again, you're getting a good look there at Will Jones and at quarterback for Maryville. And he's got a lot of weapons, and the handoff here up the middle, and a big gain, and he's just going to carry everybody downfield right now. Cam Porter, I believe, on the carry there, number 4. Yeah, that's him. Cam Porter, good carry there, the senior, 6 foot 190.
Yeah, and
using all of it there.
He's not missing leg day either. The way he's keeping those legs churning with 3-4 defenders on his back. That's what you love to see as a running backs coach.
Well, that's what they teach you, right? I mean, just keep moving. Just keep running.
Keep them churning, maybe something will happen. And right there, picking up some extra yardage.
And we get a run good play, and then we take a pause in the action. All right, let's go back to Jefferson County and Powell, and we're being told the Patriots just scored. Wow. So there you go. There's the update. Yeah, 14-10.
Would that be a punt return? Or
I think they. I'm wondering if that was a fourth down on downs. I think is what that was at midfield. We saw the sack. So a big run, we're told here for Jefferson County.
Break away and see one of the few scores from this game all night.
Wow,
but that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I tell you what, it really does. Changes the complexity here. This one's going to go down to the wire. I got a feeling. 14-10 now. Jefferson County on the road, looking to go to 6-2 on the year. Spencer Riley's crew. I tell you, they've had a good year. Their only 2 losses this season have been to Dobbins-Bennett and Sevier County. Both are really good programs.
Right.
And so you cannot take anything away from those 2 losses. This team has been great. Their last outing, which they beat Daniel Boone 56-14 last week, quarterback Mason Henderson, a senior, was 13 of 18, 203 yards and 3 touchdowns. Tristan Brooks also getting the job done as well on the ground, had 139 yards in that game, and they're going to need more of that in this one if they're going to hang on to pull up that win and give Powell their first loss. Let's go back to Maryville right now. Maryville and Science Hill. Maryville with the ball. Will Jones trying to add to the Maryville lead right now as they're up 28-10. This is a huge stand here for Science Hill defensively as they've got to make something happen and get the football back, but Maryville going to keep it on the ground, and here's a big gain. That's Torrey Buford. Really haven't had to call his name, and he is off and running, coming right at you. He's just got, oh man, he just got in. He was starting to hold up a little bit there, and it allowed the Science Hill defender to get over, but he just got into the end zone on a big run, and that's a huge score for the Red Rebels.
Right, and like we mentioned, that one could put it away. Still plenty of time left, but just the way that things are trending, we have not seen Science Hill score in quite some time.
They really haven't had an answer ever since Maryville made it a 10-7 game. So the kick here would look to make it 35-10. And you got to think, Science ought to be thinking coming out of the locker room there in the second half, say, guys, we're in this thing. And but Maryville has really just shut the door here in the second half. And it is a tough place. I mean, ever since that first loss, which, by the way, keep in mind, it wasn't like a blow. I mean, they lost in the final seconds to Alcoa. It may have been an overtime game. I can't remember. But it was a close game. Ever since then, Maryville's just been out of control, like a team on a mission since that loss.
This one, you're the number 3 team in Class 6A with Maryville against the number 16 team in that 6A classification. So a win like this propels you up in the standings. Maryville could 35 unanswered points there for Maryville, as this one could lock up maybe a 1 seed in Region 2 for them.
Yeah, I tell you what, 35-10 is the score right now. And for Science Hill, the key here is just keep your head, right? Don't let this thing, I mean, it's already starting to get away from you, but just, there's still things you can work on. You can still come out here and play good football, try to put a few points on the board and start looking ahead to next week. Maryville, by the way, they've got Bradley Central and Oak Ridge still ahead for them to wrap up the regular season. All right, we're going to go back out now to Jefferson County and Powell. And boy, I tell you, every time we break away, something happens in this game. Jefferson County's got the ball back.
Oh man, onside kick is what we're being told. A recovery by the Patriots, and now that momentum has swung in the complete opposite direction, as now the Patriots have a chance to go up by 2 scores.
And that would be huge. On the road at Powell. Powell has not lost this season. They're 6-0. Let's see what Henderson and his crew can do offensively. Big gain. Is that Donovan Jackson once again, number 20? Yep, looks like, yep, he's in there. So, Jefferson, they've been successful on the ground. That front line, we've been talking, this is like a great night to showcase offensive linemen, even though we got a holding call. Wah, wah.
Oh, man. They're doing their job, and then they're doing a little extra.
We're trying to give them some kudos here, and then we get that. Hey, let's go back to McCallie and Catholic for a second. Catholic, they were down big. They're still down, but they're trying to claw their way back in this one. Catholic scoring here. Take a look at it. This coming in just a little while ago, just from a few yards out. It is now 44-15. They are trailing McCallie. This thing has been all blue tornado, but 44-15 is the score right now in the third quarter there, as McCallie is on top of Catholic. The guys making the trip up from Chattanooga out to West Knoxville. Let's go back out to Jefferson County now to get you up to date on what's going on, or say Powell. Powell taking on Jefferson County. And Jeffco, we saw they had the penalty, but we saw that in the first half. They'd have a couple big gains, and then they start going the opposite direction because of just some miscues.
Right. If the Patriots can't pull out this win on the road, you're really going to have to go back and look over the tape and say, what did we shoot ourselves in the foot? Like, what were the mistakes that we made that lost us this game? Because by all metrics that aren't penalties, they have been controlling the game. They have been winning the game when it comes to the time of possession, the yards on the ground, all the things that you would think would win them the game, but penalties cost you.
Henderson slings it out there, complete. There's your guy, Sean Jackson, on the receiving end. He's still fighting, but
did he lose the ball? Maybe not.
No, they had him wrapped up. He just wasn't going down.
Gotcha.
So let's see where they spot this one. That was on third down. So that was a big third down play. We've seen Jefferson County go for it on fourth because they just don't want to turn it back over.
Not scared.
And do we have another penalty? Is that what's going on here? Yeah, it looks like we're taking another walk. So we've seen this before, yeah. Looks like maybe we've got another. Yeah, I just saw the ref on the far side over there pick up the flag. So somewhere in there is the call, but from the official.
Right. Time of possession, big plays. You're winning all of these factors. Penalties. They are ruining. This could be a multiple score lead
for
the Patriots, if not for the amount of penalties that Jefferson County is racking up tonight.
That's a great point, because we saw this in the first half, and we're seeing it again, a couple of big plays, but they were negated by penalties.
This is a huge, huge defensive possession for the Panthers.
Yeah, so third down and 8 million yards probably at this point, it seems like, because they've been going the wrong direction all of a sudden. But it is a third down. We've seen them go for it on fourth, so they're going to go for something big here. You got to think they'll at least get close so they don't have to kick it away.
Donovan's in the backfield.
Yeah, he's got some room. Oh, but they closed the door quickly. Big play.
With the crowd getting pumped up. A little bit of extracurricular action out there with the two number 4s on the field.
Take your pick.
Embrace.
Take your pick on which number 4 you want to. When you look at the roster, they're going to kick it away here, so they're bringing out the punt team.
All right, so at least as far as the Powell defense goes, that's how you stop momentum, because when you get scored on and then allow them to recover an onside kick, you're thinking, man, the walls are crumbling around us. For the defense to hold strong there, that's exactly what you need if you want to pull the tide, pull it back into your favor.
All right, so Jackson Osborne with the punt. It will be fielded by Powell. Let's see what they can get on the return. And hey, I tell you what, use the width of the field, whatever you can, break a few tackles, and a nice return there by Jatalis Henderson. So Powell's got the football. They trail 14-10, but they've got good field position.
A relatively short field.
All right, let's go back to Maryville. Maryville and Science Hill. Maryville starting to run away with this one. They've put 35 on the board now against Science Hill. And let's see, do we have another touchdown from Maryville? Just like that.
Like 42 unanswered points.
Will Jones celebrating, got the 2 arms up. He's making the call.
Say 2-point conversion? Or is
So,
that a touchdown?
Let's see here. Let's take a look at it, though. But, yeah, Will Jones, the quarterback. There we go. You know, when in doubt, yeah, 41-10.
41, that's the touchdown.
So there you go. All right, so they're going to go for the extra point here to make it a 42-10 game. Yeah, this game, Maryville coming in, we thought this would be one of the tighter games going to the wire, but you got to take your hat off to Maryville's offense and defense. Boy, both sides of the ball, after Science Hill went up early, Maryville is really kind of relaxed and is playing their game and is taking care of business.
Right, you know that's going to be the conversation being had in the locker room after this game is we took a couple punches.
And I don't know if our photographer can hear us, but if you could tilt up just a little bit on all those state championship banners. When you come to Maryville, there they are. I mean, that's when you walk in there, that's what you see. I mean, look at that. Oh my goodness, yeah. It's been a few years since they've been able to add to that, but still, what a statement when you come in.
2001, 2002,
Yeah.
2004,
Yeah.
2005, 6, 7, 10, 11, 13, 14.
I want to say 19 is the last. Yeah,
19.
so you obviously Maryville, but the way they're playing, you got to think they've got a shot this year.
Oh, absolutely. You're again, like I said, you could be locking up the 1 seed in Region 2, which would give you home field advantage to the first portion of the playoffs, and that's exactly what you want. They seem to play well here at home.
So they're still waiting here for the extra point. Well, I tell you, what a good time to be a football fan in Maryville. You did the story on Maryville College.
Right.
You know, switch conferences. They're kind of in the SEC of Division III, if you will, on a roll. Their quarterback is putting up these unbelievable numbers. Then you got this high school action for you, Maryville. Boy, you know, Friday nights and Saturdays is a good time to be down in Maryville just to watch some good football.
Absolutely. You know, everybody in this region is mostly a Vol fan, but if you're there in Maryville, you can go and check out a great high school football game on your Friday night. And the next day, you can head right down the field of Maryville College as they are undefeated. I believe we're 5-0 for the first time since 1977, I believe is where they are right now.
Yeah,
So
the Scots have really been doing something great. Saw some video from homecoming about a week or two ago. Great crowds down there, great atmosphere. You know, Vols play tomorrow night. I don't know if they're at home tomorrow, but, you know, definitely worth the effort to go check them out. Carson Newman also over in Jefferson. Boy, Jeff Coe's playing great. You got Carson Newman having a good season as well. Just some good football all around East Tennessee, as well as the Volunteers. But let's see if they can make it here a 42-10 game. I have no reason to believe that they won't, unless the kicker's just getting tired.
You might want to knock after that one. Put a curse.
If he does, he can blame me.
He
Here we
didn't
go.
hear us.
Yeah, he
Straight
didn't hear
through.
us. Hudson Jamerson says, you know what I'm going to do this. I'm a senior. I can do it with my eyes closed. So there you go. 42-10. It is now all Maryville in this game. All right, let's go back to Macaulay Catholic. We've got another highlight for you here. Catholic.
I said.
There you go. Here we go, going airborne. Wide open in the end zone. I tell you, slowly but surely, can they claw their way back in this game?
Yeah, it's a
what do you
21
think?
points?
44-22, man.
3 scores.
Yeah, Kason Jenkins, by the way, on the touchdown. Stay with us. We're going to take a quick break. We got more action for you. You're watching Friday Frenzy Live. Welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. Science Hill at Maryville. One of the games we're watching for you tonight. Oh, and we come back to you. Looks like a big play there for Maryville. I want to say, was that a? Yeah, I was going to say that was a broken up, nice defensive play by the Red Rebels.
Yeah, you got to think at this point, Science Hill's purely going to be airing the ball out because they got a lot of points to make up for and not a lot of time to work with.
Kevin Carter, Jr. on the break up there, number 3. Looks like maybe he punched the ball out. So Science Hill's going to have, they're deep in their own territory. They're going to have to punt this away here on 4th down. So Maryville's going to get the ball back. Let's stay with us for a moment, see what they can do with it. Oh, fumbled it, called for the fair catch, but dropped it, but it did a good job there. Will Elder to fall on it.
And at this point, do you make a statement and keep the offense rolling, or let some of the younger guys get some opportunities now?
Yeah, let's because you're in the 4th quarter here. Can't be a whole lot of time still left in this one.
Right. No, this one's got to be dwindling down. You got a 32-point spot between you and Science Hill. At this point, it's going to be mash the run button over and over and over.
And we've seen them break some big ones as well. But let's see, 42-10 still was at 3 minutes, 50-some seconds to go.
It looks like we are getting some new backs out on the field.
Campbell. Yeah, 3:49, 3:48. The clock continues to tick. Maryville counting down to yet another win this season. After losing their season opener, they have, they're going to rile off now 7 straight. Also in a quarterback, getting our first look, Tyler Sigmund is a sophomore QB.
Yeah, we might be getting our nice little preview of the 2026 Maryville Rebels.
Well, nice pass there, nice completion. Good pitch and catch there for Maryville as they continue to move the ball. Yeah, I mean, this is a good chance for a lot of the Maryville fans to kind of get a look at what's coming up down the line.
I guess you got Will Jones coming back next year, so maybe the 2027 Rebels.
And that's still good. See, at that point, let's see. Yeah, because Sigmund, well, he'll be in his senior year then when he gets to take over the reins, right? But also good to have a good backup quarterback, too, right? Because you never know. Obviously, don't want anything to happen to any of these kids, but injuries do, little nicks and knocks happen sometimes, and you got to come out, and even if it's for one series, the backup's got to come in and make sure you kind of keep things moving.
Right, and when you're at a program like Maryville, you either got to really, really prove that you can play as underclassmen or wait your turn. And sometimes it's worth it to wait your turn when you can show up as a senior and take over a team that's primed to go on a state championship level run. Might as well wait your turn.
But they've also had some, just good depth. That's for sure. 6'5", by the way. If you're thinking, man, he looks tall. 6'5". So we're going to hand it off, and they're going to pick up a nice gain here. Good run. That's Cash Tucker, another sophomore.
Spread the wealth.
You also have to ask yourself, too, does Science Hill at this point, do they put in their backups, too? You're like, well, this game's out, it's over. It's under 3 minutes to play. We're still playoff bound. We don't want to get anybody hurt.
At least mix a couple in there, At least mix some young guys out in there. Maybe not to the point to where you're, letting the scoreboard run up.
Sure.
But I do think that they're going to give some opportunities.
Now, I will notice that Maryville still got some of their big guys up front.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to let, 6'5", but, he doesn't have as much size as Will, so they got to keep him safe back there.
This time the quick pass near side, nowhere to go, though, for Carter. Good covers that time by Science Hill.
We could be down into the last couple of plays here.
Yeah, the clock's still running right now. Not a huge area there. You see it just over in the right part of the screen there, 107.
2 plays should do it.
Second down. Yeah, the students love it. They're already singing. Hear them in the background. The handoff. Nice cutback. A little spin move there. Good pickup. Brenton Campbell.
So this will be 7-1 for the Maryville Red Rebels.
Student body all decked out in pink. Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
And that is it. For a game that's gotten to this score, crowd retention is pretty nice there, Maryville. They are hyped up around that.
They are. They love their football, and they're just going to let this clock run. There you go. Watch it tick down. 17. Big day for Maryville. As again, you just mentioned, Sam, they go to 7-1. Up next for Maryville, in case you're looking ahead there, as we mentioned earlier, Bradley Central. And then they're going to wrap up with Oak Ridge.
Right, and
that's going to be a game.
That should be a great game. I don't know, have we got a score recently of Oak Ridge and Hardin Valley? Because Hardin Valley was hanging around for a while.
Yeah,
we saw
it was
14-7 at the half.
Let me see if we can't
Oak Ridge
find something here real
Oak Ridge
quick.
was 7-0 coming into that game. So we assume 21-10 in the third, Oak Ridge. So
okay.
You assume that they move to 8-0 if that one holds on, and then give both of these teams one more win. We might have a 9-1 matchup or 7-1 matchup coming into that one versus an undefeated Oak Ridge.
Could be the game of the week.
Time.
Just saying, there's going to be a lot of good matches. That final week is going to be a lot of good games. The student body's loving it. I like this too. This is great. Again, just kind of shows the support there in Maryville. The entire school gets behind this team, this program. But yeah, you can't get too much, though, looking ahead to Oak Ridge because they do have stuff to play Bradley Central. But yeah, that could be a great, great matchup. All right, on the left there, we're keeping a close watch also on Jefferson County and Powell. And Jeff Coe kicking off.
Yeah,
so
that means
obviously they have scored a little squib kick for you there. Powell picking it up on the return. Take a look at him right now. He'll go out of bounds here. So let's get you an update on the score. Let's see if we can get a quick turnaround here. Good job here.
21-17.
21-17. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
With 11:28, so plenty of time.
Full quarter. So this one could come down to who's got the ball last.
So 11 minutes, 21-17. Powell's got the football.
So that means we've had about 4 lead changes in this game, somewhere thereabouts.
Something like that, yeah.
This is, I believe it was 3-0 Powell,
Yep.
7-3 Jeff Coe, 10-7 Powell.
Yeah. And hats off again. We've been talking a lot about Jefferson County offense, but their defense has been looking great. So far this season, Powell in the first quarter has been averaging about 16 points a game in the first quarter. It was a 7-0 game. There was very little scoring in the first quarter. Jefferson County's defense has really played an outstanding game. We can say a lot about what they've been able to do on the ground, the running backs, the 2 Jackson kids, obviously Henderson at quarterback, but their defense has really played well tonight.
And a Powell team who likes to run the score up quite a bit. So when you're holding them to 17 points and, about 10 minutes to go, a little over 10 minutes, a little 10 minutes to go here in this one, you're doing pretty good on the defensive side.
And it's good to see Deuce Rogers still in there. We saw him get banged up on a sack there in the third quarter that Jefferson County then turned around and scored quickly on. But he is in the game right there. Had a nice pickup there on a pass placed a few moments ago. But right now they're keeping it on the ground and a little bit of a scramble here. And pretty much thrown to the ground, but a good effort by Johanwin Moore on the pickup. So it looks like they just crossed the 50.
Yeah, they're looks like they might chew a bit of clock on this drive, but still plenty of time for multiple possessions left in this game.
Yeah, and it's a one-score game.
One-score game, 21-17, so. Undefeated Powell, they're not going to go down without a fight.
No, especially at home, that is for sure. Rogers takes the snap. Looking for somebody. Going to go deep with this one. Does he have anybody? No. A little bit too much on that one. Again, he was looking for Zion Jackson. We've called his name a few times tonight.
Yeah, I've seen the debates. Is Deuce a running quarterback? Can he do both? He's clearly got an arm on him, and I know that sometimes he gets those connections right on the money. So give him that opportunity back, and he's going to put it in the breadbasket.
let's see if they go back up top with it. We'll get third down. My eyes aren't as great as yours. You might be able to see that marker over there, but
It's third or fourth? About 5.
it's down to the handoff coming
Got
near
the
side.
edge.
Oh, they
What
got
a
the first
block.
down and more. Great carry. And he's going to go. Will he make it? Oh!
He might have got the pylon.
I don't know. Just short, it looks like.
his foot stepped out.
Yeah, Fernando Walker down to about, what, the 1.5, 2 yard line. A great carry.
And how about that block on the
Wow.
outside?
Yeah.
That, when you can, the one defender who's got the angle on you, when he's sealed and pushed out of bounds, that is what you preach when it comes to blocking. Just like that, we could have another lead change.
I know. And just like that, they are back up at the line ready to go. They got some momentum. Let's see what happens. Great stance this time by Jefferson County. Vander Walker, who just had that long run, had nowhere to go and lost a few yards on that one.
Yeah, not so fast. Sean Young in the crew in the backfield. Looks like we got a flag now, but the defense holding strong for now.
Yeah. And we saw this earlier, too, with Powell making a stand in the first quarter.
Right.
I think it was right around the 3 yard line, something like that. Not allowing Jefferson County to score, so now Jeffco is going to try to return the favor.
Yeah, we've seen all that yellow laundry go against the Patriots tonight. Right now, they're like, please don't let this be against us.
That's
please,
true.
Let
We
the
didn't do
Panthers
anything
get one."
wrong. Right, exactly. But this time it's the defense, right? The flags have really hurt the Jefferson County offense
No,
tonight.
absolutely. We're getting quite the discussion from our officiating crew.
So let's see what they, well, ball marked at the 7, and
Do we decline the penalty?
or we have offsetting penalties there?
Offsetting?
Yeah, we have one on each, and
Play ball. We're just letting everybody get a breather. So this will be second down unless they...
so second and about the 7 is what I want to say is what he said
would
there.
replay the down.
All right, so Powell knocking on the door, trailing 21-17 in the fourth to Jefferson County.
You gotta think this is a deuce keeper.
And I think you might be right if he has nobody to throw to. He's definitely going to have to hang on to it. And boy, Jefferson County swarming all over him. He might have picked up a yard.
He was keeping his eyes on the end zone. You know, his feet were moving, his eyes were moving. He was getting closer and closer, but I think he was trying to get one of his guys to make some move in the end zone. But
when he said his eyes were moving, his feet were moving, and unfortunately for him, Jefferson County's whole defense was moving as well.
And another flag.
So all of a sudden, we've been fairly flag-free. We've had a few penalties tonight. We've been bouncing around
Right,
the
and
game,
this one looks like it's going to be holding on Powell. So that's, at least that's what I believe the official signaled toward the upper deck. The O-line doesn't seem to want to move. We got a player on the field as well.
We do for Jefferson County. We got a player down there. Jeffco up by 4, so Powell needs a touchdown. Field goal will obviously pull them within 1, but they would like to at least leave this drive with the lead. You get this far deep at home, you want to come away with the lead at this point.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't think field goal is even in the remote of their imagination right now, but this could be third down, moving into fourth down, so you really got to make a smart call, especially if that is a penalty that's backed you up a little bit.
This we have to talk with those big guys up front and say, okay, this is when we really need you to do your thing, right? Works the magic. You've been doing it all season. Protect the quarterback, open a hole, whatever it is, whatever we call, get it done. On the flip side of that, Jefferson County, they got to be feeling pretty good. I mean, they've been playing hard here. They know that they can stop these guys. The defense, even though they've got their backs to the wall, they got to have some confidence right now.
Right, and they said, Powell, you got that goal line stand in the first half. It's our turn to make that stand. Bend, don't break. That's the motto for both of these defenses. But this possession's going to be a big one right here.
Let's go back out live to the game right now. We had a player down. They were checking on him. Hopefully he is back up now and over on the sideline getting some treatment, and it will be okay. 21-17, 9:24 to go in the fourth. So, yeah, plenty of time on
This one may
But
go
it's
past
second,
10
so
o'clock.
it's second down on the 16 is where they're going to mark this one. So this will be one of the later games. This may be one where you have to tune in tonight at 11 o'clock. You're going to tell us who wins this one.
You might have to catch the final results.
That's right. We're going to wrap it up here at 10, but let's see. We're going to get close. All right, so Deuce Rogers still in the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Got some protection. There's the pass. Touchdown.
Woo!
Great catch and a great pass. Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Marion Middleton.
On the money.
It doesn't get any better than that. That is for sure. What a great pass. A good job by Middleton to focus and haul that one in. That was a bullet.
Yeah, when you go back and you have to draw that play up and say, okay, here's the amount of yards we need. We really got to aim for the end zone at this point. That's about as best case scenario that you can get right there, going across the middle. And looks like we may have a player down on the field, but what a dime from Deuce Rogers.
Yeah, we've got another player. We'll check on that player, and we'll get you more action here. Plenty of time right now. Powell up on Jefferson County. Stay with us here watching Friday Frenzy Live. Welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. Bo and Sam with you here on a Friday night. We've been watching the scores, watching the games for you, still keeping a close watch on that Powell-Jefferson County game. This one's going back and forth.
Yeah, we've had about a half dozen lead changes tonight, and about as worth the price of admission as you can imagine, especially when you're a 6-0 Powell and you're feeling the nerves come on as Jefferson County's got a chance to steal one over here, but now the Patriots trailing.
And it looks like they're backing up as well. So we saw Powell score. We didn't see the extra point. I'm assuming it's, we're going to say 24-21, unless they went for the 2, but I think it's 24-21, 8:59. So a lot of time. No time to panic for either team. But this is going to be a close one, as we've been kind of saying throughout the night. By the way, real quick, I want to mention Sevier County won their game tonight, 35-7. It was a 7-7 game at half. Sevier County did beat Tennessee High tonight. All right, here's what's going on. Jefferson County with the football. They're going to go to the air with it and almost picked off.
Yeah, I don't know if
everybody's had their hands in the air.
I don't know if he was ready for that one. Might have hit him in the face mask.
Yeah. I'm not sure anybody was ready for that one. Yeah. But regardless, so it's like third down, third and 19.
Third and 19. Yeah, that is it. If Powell hangs on, if they stay perfect, you go back tonight, if you're Jefferson County, say we got to clean things up because that has been their Achilles heel all night long. Those holding penalties, mostly. Penalties all together, but mostly that holding.
Yeah, Powell, by the way, coming up next, they've got Clinton and then West to wrap up their regular season. All right, a big third down play here for Jefferson County. Well, you had an open receiver there for a moment, but I think Powell it was almost like they were just kind of lurking in the shadows waiting for that one.
Yeah, that window closed quick. Keyshawn Thomas, Kamarian Finner. I'm about to say, pretty big play by a freshman, but that is the senior, Kamarian Finner there.
Yeah, good patience there, kind of waiting. Almost willed him to throw the football right there.
Right.
So
we saw Jeffco go for it on fourth. Definitely not going to do that here. You got plenty of time. You got to trust your defense. Your defense has been solid for the most part tonight. You got to trust them to get a stop here, trying to get some better field position next time.
Yeah, just a 3-point game right now, and as we've been telling you, I mean, we're still about 8 minutes. This went off the side of his foot. Not exactly what he wanted there for the punt. No.
Very short field for Deuce Rogers in the game to maybe, try to put a pin in this one. Go up 2 scores. I don't, that wouldn't close the game, but it certainly would help you breathe a little easier.
Yeah, that is for sure. So our camera's going to get in position right now, and we'll see what Powell can do. But this will be from here on out, every possession is going to be big. But like you said, they can make it a 2-score game here if they can get a touchdown.
Right. I think if you're Jefferson County, you got to hold them to at least a field goal. You can't let them score a touchdown here. You got to keep it a one-possession game.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So Deuce Rogers and company, they're ready to go. keeping it on the ground. Going to run a little bit of clock, also try to pick up some yardage as well, and they do just that. So Jatalis Henderson with the carry. Ball, what do you say, around the 45?
Yeah, they got a little further to go than I originally thought. And look, that kick must have gone a little further than I thought it did. So about half the field to work with.
All right, I tell you what, they still got about, as you just said, about 45, 50 yards to go. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll let you know what happens on this drive. Welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. Let's check back in. Jefferson County and Powell. Powell with the football, looking to try to put this one away. It's a 3-point game right now, 24-21. Powell on top of Jefferson County. Both teams, boy, this has been kind of like a heavyweight match, if you will. I mean, blow to blow, both of these teams coming up with big plays, and right now a little bit of a discussion there with the ref. I don't know if we're coming off of a penalty, what we've got going on here as we come back live. Are we just in a timeout?
Yeah, they might be standing in the same positions that we left them on about 3 minutes ago. So.
Nobody move. All right, here we go.
But I would think both of these teams clearly in the playoff picture, working their way towards the postseason. Powell near the top of Class 5A. I believe they're the second-ranked team in 5A, if I remember that correctly. And then Jefferson County certainly in the mix for Class 6A in Region 2. You just hate that in 6A Region 2, there's that school called Maryville over there.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of talent, a lot of good teams. Handoff here, goes back to the right side, and a big play, big pickup, and a first down for Powell. All right, we'll come back, continue with more coverage for you. Stay with us. More Friday Frenzy Live in just a moment. All right, welcome back to Friday Frenzy Live. We're going to wrap things up for you tonight. You're going to let us know what happens with this Jefferson County Powell game.
Yeah, this one could come down to the final play, but we'll have to wait and see.
That's
Check
right.
us out.
Yeah, tonight at 11 o'clock on WATE. Thanks so much for joining us, and you know what? We'll do it again next week.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you then. Have yourself a great night. We'll see you back here at 11 o'clock.
Good night.